This man's name is Oshima, Isamu Oshima. He says he's 65 years old. At first he said he had no living relatives. Then he admitted to 3 brothers whom he does not see. His home is the Ala Moana area. He explained his lumpy appearance by saying he was wearing all of his 15 shirts.
You have no job?
Huh?
You have a job?
No. My job is for pick up rubbish. It is.
Where do you live?
I live on my park.
You sleep on the beach?
Yeah. Sleep on the beach.
Where do you get your food from?
Well, I get food from a rubbish can. Or in a trash can.
We really don't have a good handle on the numbers of people that we can describe as street people.
Judy Ooka runs one of the state programs offering help to needy adults.
I think it's really a community problem. I don't think that one agency or a segment of government is really the only responsible area.
What do you have in your bags and in your can?
Some food and clothing and all papers and whatnot.
So what, is there food and what, utensils in there?
Yeah, this is my food and...
What's this in this jug?
Bags and plates. This is all soda water.
What kind of soda water?
This is soda water from the people drinking. From the drinking cup.
And what, you collect them and you pour them in there?
Yeah. I mix them with rainwater.
And you're happy?
Yeah. I'm happy.
You're not receiving any kind of government assistance?
No, I don't want to try.
Why not?
I rather live my own like this. I survive my own way.
These individuals may not want these services or are incapable of applying or using these services.
If you had money right now, what would be the first thing you'd buy?
Well, maybe I'll buy I would buy kind of raw fish. You know what I mean, that kind.
Sashimi?
Yeah, sashimi.
Would it be a real big treat for you if you sat down in a nice restaurant and had a real decent meal? Is that one of the things you would like?
No, I don't want, because I don't want no favors.
Well, I wasn't asking you to dinner.
No, I don't want no favors from people. I don't have no favors.
One time they stole my TV. Then all the time they ransacked my room, went through the window. Took my money and some other stuff.
Getting ripped off made this man pretty mad, so he said the heck with living under a roof and he took to the streets. I found him sitting under a tree next to the Nu'uanu stream. He was neatly and cleanly dressed and would only give his last name, Kito. He's 76 years old.
You know, where do you get your food from?
Well, I get the money to buy, I'll go buy a hamburger steak, sometimes ham, vertical ham sandwich, all kind.
Kito gets pension and social security checks, which he picks up monthly at the bank, where he says he also has a savings account. Not quite your average street person. 30-year-old Alan Alter isn't doing as well, though. He's been roaming the Kaka'ako and Kapiolani areas for the past 3 weeks after coming from Indiana. He had hoped to get a job as a waiter and says that would have happened if he didn't get into trouble.
What kind of trouble you run into, Alan?
Well, I don't know. I just ran into people that, I don't know, they're from around here, and I was just new, and I guess, I don't know.
They ripped you off?
Well, I don't think he was actually planning a rip-off, but he didn't realize how unstable a situation I was in just coming in from the mainland. I had not been familiar with the location and that. And we started drinking and that, and after that it just, I don't know, I got all messed up, lost everything.
Lost everything? What do you mean?
Well, I lost most of my clothes, or a lot of my clothes, and my wallet.
And so what's going to happen to you, do you think? Where are you headed?
Well, I don't know for sure. I mean, I can't figure it all.
There's no problem that we turn down.
Father Claude Dutil runs the Institute for Human Services, which offers emergency services for street people like Alan.
We help anybody.
The program is a project of the Episcopal Church, supported by other churches and donations from the public. Dutil says 50 to 60 people drop by each day.
Nobody's inappropriate for IHS. I don't mean that we're naive about people who would abuse the resources that we have, but nobody is turned away ever because they're inappropriate.
Nothing of that tragic proportion has happened to street people here, but there are those who die, often without notice. In February, one man's body was found in the cab of a truck parked in the Ivalay district, where street people often find shelter. If he needed help, no one was around to give it. He'd been dead at least 10 days. But then again, not everyone will accept the help of others or even want it.
We do get calls from concerned citizens at times that an individual may be on a street corner, but these are very, very difficult for us to follow up. We do not have outreach workers per se to service only the street people.
Whose responsibility are they? The police say as long as they don't create a disturbance, the streets are as much theirs as anyone's. Government agencies offer some assistance, but it must be actively sought out, which sometimes isn't easy. You think you'll go to the government for assistance?
Oh, I might possibly get to that, yeah.
Why haven't you yet?
I guess I haven't been able to find where the proper offices are.
I'm okay. I'm doing fine. I can drink. I buy a drink and drink myself. I don't bother nobody. You know, it's a way to keep out of trouble.
Some of these boys we see come out of it and they get jobs and they go on great. Some of them, like retarded children, are going to have to be watched over probably all of their lives.
Hey, buddy. You live here?
Do I live here? No. Just come in during the morning, man.
Oh. Where you from?
I've been here 20 years.
20 years?
Yes.
You right here?
Huh?
Right here?
What, right here? No, man.
Just said earlier, you said...
I'm just saying and stuff, just because, you know, you're homeless doesn't mean that you have to be dirty or you have to have a messed up area. You can always help clean.
Yep.